We're selling it!
I'm Chris Meyer. Join me and the Legendary Customs team as we take ordinary rides and craft them into legendary customs.
The shop is buzzing today. Nate's back. Jeff is here today. Zack is here, so we got a lot going on. Let's go check it out.
Okay, awesome. Please give me a call when they're done. Okay, this is very, very noisy, so I'm going to go out there, but announce it first here. We are media blasting the 6.0 Chevy LS motor and cleaning it up before it goes into paint. This is a 17,000 mile motor. Nate's taking a break, so yeah. Awesome. Anyway, he's gonna strip it down, steel block, cast aluminum heads, rocking and rolling. When you do this, you have to be extremely careful of the intake and the exhaust ports. Those are triple covered with triple duct tape. All right, out of here.
Making it pretty. Actually, not really. Getting it ready to make it pretty.
Okay, as you can see, it's finished up. This is why you always put 2 coats. It's actually 2.5 layers of duct tape, and then inside each cavity is filled with a rag because some might peel off. So that's 1, 2, 3 layers. You have to do that. Anyway, looks good. Ready to unwrap. Take it down into paint after inspection to make sure no dirt got inside of it.
So Nate blasted this yesterday. Let's go check it out.
Seems like it's sitting on that. Doesn't look like you have any problems on that.
All right. Jeff has rigged up to make sure it works with this switch. The fog lights. My wife's, it's not that bright. It's bright, but
It is too.
okay. So these are a light.
This is going to be a caution for seizure-prone people.
So these are focused lights. So they're not a flood LED that just covers everywhere. These are focused like HD lights. So you'll see a line in front of the vehicle instead of just flooding it. And it keeps them safer on the road. So remember how I was saying they're...
Yeah, remember? It's not that bright. What the hell's wrong with you?
So,
See?
If you're having a
Seizure-prone
seizure right
people?
now, we're sorry. So anyway,
Jesus Christ.
if they get stuck in the mud and they need help, they can turn on the strobes and people will go, look, a UFO over there in the woods. And people are that crazy that they'll go check out the UFO. And the UFO is just going to be Soren and Lisa stuck in the mud. But they'll get help. And that's what it's all about. This shit ain't going to get stuck. We just measured the tires. They're 34.4 inches tall. So we're going to change the gear ratio to 410 from 372s. So on the highway, this thing at 70 miles an hour is going to cruise right at about 1900 RPMs, which is perfect. So it will cruise on the highway and it will cruise in the mud.
I'm just gonna watch you text.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine. I was literally just gonna watch you text, but
Communicating with our client, I just sent her the picture of what this actually does, which it is very, very bright. It is, she is good with it. Okay, so on the front of the Willys, there's this grill. This is gonna look very modern, okay? We just figured out, well, for the winch that we want to purchase, there's not enough space underneath here to have it under the bumper centered. We can have it off centered, but it'll look not right. So what we're going to do is have the winch on we're going to build a platform, 2-inch receiver, so it can go from the front to the back. So we're actually going back to the original plan. And then we'll make a mounting bracket for it inside of the truck, probably off of the roll bar, so it can just slide in and be stored there. So the winch, it's 21 inches wide, and it's about as tall as the bumper. So that will be slide right in there, slide in the back, but will also be a fog light here, fog light here. What we will put on the very outside are recovery hooks. So this will still be very much filled up with working lights and such. And then this is the blinker and a fog light, trail light. That's going to actually go up in here. So it's going to pull a little bit of the modern up into here. We'll cut it out. We will send this piece of steel to our client. So if they ever want to change this back to an original grill, they'll have the component, they can weld it in, grind it, do the body work, and it's back to where it was. So that we will not throw away because it'll render the grill something that you cannot restore back to original. Anyway, long and short, it's coming along great. Decisions are being made and progress is being made.
Wipers, front fog lights, and bumper lights, front and rear.
I like that better than
Good
in
with
the,
that, than in the console.
because if somebody spills something in the console, it's,
Yeah.
because this.
And I don't know how long the cord is going to be for this to be able to route down and around and through, so I want to keep that.
What is
close.
that?
That's the controls for the air conditioning heater system.
Vintage Air.
Does she
Vintage
have
Air.
a radio?
Hashtag Vintage Air.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you have to slide that bad boy in so
Yeah.
she can see it.
Sorry. There you go, highlighted for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have the wireless.
That's the one with the screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So that will be. So right now it's set up to be monitor only. However, we're hoping. Okay. A monitor by its your battery's going to go dead.
Yeah.
Jeff, can you explain what this is?
All right, so we've got switches to put in for our ignition, our lights, wipers, 2 sets of front fog lights, one's in the bumper and then the rear fog lights. And so we also have the controls for the Vintage Air. It's about 5.5 inches wide by 1 inch. So our Vintage Air will go here, wipers, front fog lights, bumper lights front and back. And then we'll put our ignition and our light switch over in their traditional spot.
Okay.
We were going to put all the switches across here, but we got to have room for that.
So what we also, Jeff's been working on is a very cool mount for the monitor. So we bought a monitor / radio to go up there. I bought it because a monitor for just a monitor purposes is almost $300. This radio monitor used as just a monitor is $100. So we're going to use it strictly as a monitor, but if it's a good enough quality for the radio, then we won't do the hidden radio system also. If we do the hidden radio system, it'll just end up under the seat like what we did before. So we have to see what that is, but it's built right in. So right where the rear view mirror is, you'll have a monitor, and that's going to be on a camera on the front, and you'll have a camera on the rear, so they can switch between the two to see what's
You
in
didn't
front
talk
of them.
about that when you were talking about the bumper. Where is that going to be?
I didn't talk about it because some things need to be a surprise.
Surprise!
So anyway, Jeff got that in. It looks awesome. And then I already called Matt. He says building a headliner around that, not a problem whatsoever. So the only thing I might have you do is add a satin paint.
Yeah.
You might get black flat,
Okay.
just in case some.
I think it was flat, but
Okay.
I'll double check the can. But
All right.
yeah,
it's
as well
flat,
just to get it
awesome.
covered until we.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway. So yesterday he got the brakes taken care of. Today he's getting all the radio and the switching taken care of. Making headway. Transmission's in, going to Don's transmission. Last night, didn't bother you with the filming of it, but I spent 6 hours of my life in a vehicle driving to get the transmission that's in the back. Our original thought was to go with the 6L90 transmission, which would be super heavy duty. We just found out on Monday that they do not make, so the tail shaft for the 6L90 and the 6L80 are totally different. A transmission expert told me that just pull one clutch pack out that goes in the tail shaft, throw in the 6L80, take the 6L90 out, and you're good. Just change the shaft. That is not possible. And they do not make adapters to make that happen. So the 6L90 transmission is coming back to our shop unused, a whole 17,000 miles on it. And this transmission, the 6L80, is going into the transmission shop to get a full heavy duty front to back rebuild. So we know everything will have 0 miles on it, and it will be built for off-roading. Transmission dropped off. I'm going to start rebuilding it today because we had ours all set up for rebuild on Wednesday. So we got the new one here in time. Life is good. So this whole day is come and go, come and go, come and go. Anyway, we're making it happen. Holy cow. I'm tired. I am ready for going to bed early. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you don't get any venereal diseases.
Oh my God.
Isn't that what VD stands for?
Jesus God. Get out of the truck.